Welcome to another episode of Official Naija FPL. You know, we have the usual suspects in the house. It's been that kind of week. You know, right here, Sticky.
Yo,
You know,
boy.
yeah.
Bad week for me. Actually, a bad week for everyone.
Stick that boys. Yeah. Prof, Oskie, as usual.
8 people.
You know,
going on.
And we have Salvy.
Yeah, always on.
FC.
Always
you know, Salvy seems to be the only guy that, as bad as is going on, like he seems to be just skimming there. Like I don't understand. Salvy, tell us what's going on.
This is an experience.
I'm after like 8-9 years. Doing this.
OG.
Just maintain the tempo. If I may not be the top, but not probably top.
But can you give us
10,
some realistic tips on, because this is a bad week for generally FPL, not very lot of high scores, and you're generally above average most weeks. Is there a formula in which you follow?
So I don't take hits. I try to stick with players. I give them time. I'm consistent with my selections. Then for this game week, I was planning it ahead, like 2 game weeks before. Took out Martinelli just before the penultimate week. Then Jesus and White, so I don't have too many Arsenal and Man City players by come this game week. So I took a point, just 4-point hit, which is not bad. So considering the amount of players, 6 players that won't be playing. So it's just about planning your game week, not just for the moments we are ahead.
Prof, Oskie, how was your game week? Did you have a similar plan?
Okay, so I did minus 8 hits.
Wow.
Because of course I had to take out Arsenal players, so I have like a full team and all of that. But so most of our plans on having like the players coming and shining, which is always the difference between. So I always tell people there's really no problem having hits, but the problem with hits is when the players who you bring in do not perform.
Yeah.
Right? Because if Salah had gone to score like a hat-trick on the game, and of course he had a lot of chances in the match, you probably regret not taking a hit. So it's neither here or there and all of that. Yeah. So but I still finished above average for the game week.
So yeah, stick that boy. This season seems to be you're flying. You're doing all right. I'm not about flying.
Am I?
So yeah, please. I mean,
what are you above?
I'm above a lot of people actually, but
we know that. I mean, there are like millions of people that play FPL.
Like particular people.
What am I even talking about?
You're above me. And if you're above me,
above average.
Yeah, you're above me, and if you're above me, yes, you're above Prof. Oskie.
Yeah,
I think
the only person.
So what do you mean? I'm above you.
The only person above me is
that's himself.
Salvy.
I'm completely above you.
Salvy.
No,
You don't even know that.
You took the minor.
You don't even know how to check fantasy scores.
You took the hit.
So there's a game week today, and you thought we were both on the same points, but yes, you still have like 3 people who didn't play, and I have a player playing already. I'm playing with my eyes closed. Don't worry. When I open my eyes, you can be sure.
I beg. Let's get back to it, Jerry.
But why is it? I want to ask. Why are you guys interested in me?
We all saw what you did last season. So I mean,
Oscar played the maiden edition of FPL.
But for you guys that know me, right? So the good thing I like, every game week I play, right? I always start pretty much like at the middle, right?
Yeah.
But people who are top 3 and top 4, they check their teams. I check my team.
Mm-hmm.
It always happens.
Maybe that's all.
And that's class. And that's class.
Okay, so Sticky. So yeah, how do you do this week?
Well, just above average for now. 45 points. I guess it's a bad week for most managers, but
who are your high scorers?
My defenders and my midfielders. I had Zaha 8 points. Trippier.
Trippier had 9 or something.
Trippier, Gomez, basically. Pope. I had Henderson on the bench. Would have been a better score, like 11 points.
Penalty, Abby.
You get me? And none of my strikers scored. Just one midfielder, and Mount was my captain. So it was just an average week for me.
Yeah, I was hoping on Mount too.
I still got green arrows anyways, so yeah, it's fair. It's a fair week for me. So yeah,
I won't say I planned for the week, but I mean I didn't know how you plan for a week like this, so I just kept to what do you call it, 2 transfers for the week, and I brought in Mount and Firmino. Didn't really do much for me, but at least it's better than blanks.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
I think I also took a -4 hits. I remember because I didn't want to take out all my Man City assets, although I had what's his name, Silva, replaced with Billings.
I wasn't sure about the man because I wasn't sure about getting enough points for -4 pits just for this week because of the fixtures. But I don't know. I mean, I have 30 something points, so it's left to be seen.
Wow.
It's not exactly
Wow.
it's not a great, but it's weird that I got 30 something points and had green arrows. I don't understand.
Wow.
I mean,
so far
26 points on the bench.
Off your mind.
so that's that. Yeah, we can't hear you.
Surrey FC to the world.
Come forward. Let's see you.
So Prof Oskie,
Hey, brother.
you said you took did -8, right? So what are the interesting things you brought in?
Okay, so I brought in Salah. Salah didn't do well. I was just trying to get like a better team that I thought would perform because I had like the Haalands and Co on the bench and all of that. So I was trying to reduce my 6-man Arsenal and Man City crew to like 3-man.
Yeah.
So I took them in. I bet they'll probably come in later. So I brought in Salah, which was pretty major, and I thought he was going to do well. And then I've always had I thought Billing was going to do well. Opportunities in the game, but didn't come true and everything. I know I took out Ben White for another defender again, but it was just that kind of week because the average points in the week is less than 40. So that kind of week.
So yeah, I just want to know who has Amiron.
I have Amiron
on the bench.
I have Amiron.
Now everybody good you have on the bench.
Yeah.
I
Like you said,
for
you had
the
26 on the bench.
game, 3 or 4 game
3 or 4
weeks,
games.
he's been performing.
I
I
beat
bought him
myself.
in like 2
that I
games
didn't
ago.
buy him.
Amiron has
points
apparently has more goals this season than he has had
in the
in
entire
the last 2 seasons.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's
So
incredible.
and give me 10 points. Bowen had a penalty and missed the
it.
penalty, so 0 points. I mean, if he had scored, that would be higher than what I am. I'm on 50 points and
On 50.
yeah, Justin is still playing.
Wow.
Andreas is still playing. I'm hoping something will happen.
Mitrovic.
Just without my error, I looked at Liverpool that after beating City they'll be a bit a bit on
The motivation.
bullish mode and everything. So I brought in Firmino because I didn't want to upset my team, unbalance my team by bringing in Salah, and only 1 goal from Darwin. So Firmino, Mitrovic has scored now. I'm hoping that he doesn't score another goal.
Yes, but yes, the game is going on as we're recording this at
Yeah.
the moment. So yes, we really don't know where
and
everybody's
Fulham
going
has
to land.
just scored again. So
Who scored for Fulham?
I mean, we'll reveal that later.
Wow!
At this
Yeah, later.
point, are you sure Gerrard is not going to lose his job?
It's gone. It's
I
gone.
mean,
If
It's good.
Fulham is hitting
Yeah,
2-3
three goals.
against you,
Yeah,
3
it's gone.
goals.
Yeah.
That Fulham team is bad, though, but the Aston Villa.
But they have
They're
good manager.
clueless.
What's his name again? Marco Silva is good. We've seen his with
No, it's an own goal.
Watford and Everton. So I mean, he's not a bad manager.
Yeah, but
compared to
Aston Villa
Gerrard.
is they player down. So
Yeah, so
So,
that's
he
yeah.
got a red card.
yeah.
So that's it.
The
Anyway,
Glasgow is-
let's take a break and be right
right
back.
back.
Welcome. We're back. So yes, let's go into this is the point where we go into the next game week. We go into the future, give some tips here and there, our opinions, whether it matters or not, who cares. So anyway, yes, please follow, like, send, share, please, official Naija FPL on all your social media platforms, retweet. Do all that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Show some love, please. Show some love.
Oh yeah, Oganla. Updates.
Do this.
Mitrovic didn't get his second goal yet. It was an own goal. So
Oh, okay. Thanks for that update.
See, it's not yet bad. So let's go into next fixtures. Let's start with Liverpool, Nottingham Forest.
Liverpool.
Assets to
So,
have.
no,
there.
the Salah bandwagon this scoring game week. I was tempted, but like I said before, if I was going to bring Salah, I would have unbalanced my team. I would still like 2 players. Probably look at Kane or somebody to bring in Salah or Haaland or thereabouts. So I just ignore because Salah has really hurt me this season. So I like, you know what,
Oh
I'll
my
just
God.
ignore. So I went for the next best thing. This is Firmino. And I want to just.
So you're keeping your Firmino.
I think I'll leave him. So I'm going to bring him Mitrovic. I did Firmino, but I don't want to take too many hits here and there. So I'll leave for one more game week. Let me see what happens. Diaz is injured and this other guy is injured. What's the name again? Jota. So that means Firmino will most likely play.
Yeah.
You have to play.
I feel like Firmino is about that time. I try and bring Firmino into my team. He's been giving points, creating chances, scoring goals, making the difference most times. And I also have Gomez. Trent is out.
Yeah.
So
Trent out.
He's back actually, but I mean, like,
Gomez is
in my head,
Matip is out, so Gomez will play.
I mean, in my head, I'm not even trying to get Trent back. So just gonna go with Gomez for that, and probably Firmino. Yeah.
So, Prof, you have Salah. I'm sure. Are you captain? Are you going that way? Because it's Nottingham Forest.
I suspect our captain Salah.
I mean,
little boy.
Prof, now you're now suspecting.
No, but man, I want to know
because I most likely want to captain Salah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I play Nottingham Forest.
When the captain choices,
I see what Prof is doing here.
Extensively.
I see what you're doing.
No, it's all right. It's Prof wants to play with reverse psychology, but we'll talk about that when we get to captain choices. So let's not talk about that now. So let's go to the next fixture because Crystal Palace, Everton, Man City, Brighton.
Last Everton.
So I mean, Crystal Palace is Zaha doing well. It's Eze doing well. Eze seems to be.
Eze, when I saw him coming last 2 seasons when they bought him, and it's made him say it was fantastic. It was injured so last season, which hampered his development, but the guy has everything in him: close control.
Dribbles, I mean, I've watched the last. Yeah, he was fantastic.
But I think for FPL points, Zaha is more consistent. He's on penalties also. So yeah, I'll keep Zaha.
Yeah. I also have that, so I'm keeping him.
Anybody on Everton to have? We talked about Cody in the last episode. Is that someone to keep?
Yeah, but they've been considering. So Everton, they can't keep clean sheets even against weaker teams. So I think I'll just leave it there.
I don't have any Everton assets yet, so I'll leave it at that.
So Man City, Brighton. Prof. I mean,
it's with Man City, Brighton. I mean, the bandwagon will always go for Haaland, right? But I always saw like one of those teams that can upset Man City. Be like a Brighton team because Brighton goes at you
at home. This is Man City's home.
I'm not thinking they would upset.
Okay.
Man City. I'm just saying the way. Yeah, I'm just saying the way. Brighton,
don't make it difficult.
I'm just saying the way Brighton plays.
They go to probably 5-2.
Lack of manager.
So this manager has been holding it down, not winning. He hasn't won.
Yeah, but he's been solid.
Yeah, I don't think he's changed anything from what.
But they lost their last.
No, it was a draw.
It was a draw.
Yeah, I don't. He's not won. He's not lost. Something.
No, it's just trying.
So what about? Sure? I mean, what about people that have? Because I mean, first of all, at the moment, most people have Man City assets. You won't get points if you don't have Man City assets. But then there are people that also have Brighton assets. Grouse and Trossard have been, giving good points. Yeah. So what are the tips? What do you suggest for people like that? Do they? I mean,
it's one game week, right? A lot of people will. So the thing about Man City is, it seemed like Brighton can score Man City, right? They can actually score Man City. Brighton can score any team in the league.
Yeah, like I said, I mean, I look at that game and I look at a 5-2. Yeah,
high scoring game.
I see.
Yeah, it's going to be an open game.
It's going to be an open game. I see City hitting Brighton, and I see Brighton.
So if the 5-2, that means a lot of goals for.
Yep.
I have a Brighton goalkeeper, but he's be my bench.
Yeah, definitely. That is definitely going to be on my bench.
Solid bench.
Yeah,
you can't even use the defense against Man City.
I have a Brighton goalkeeper, and I'm waiting for my wildcard to take him out. Because
by January.
With my wildcard, I haven't used this. So I'm about to rock it.
Oh, that's nice.
So is there anybody here that used their use a chip for last game week?
So we have Uchi behind the camera.
The last game week that you didn't get up to.
If you can't hear him, he didn't say with his full chest. He used a free hit. Uchi, what did you get?
What is it called?
48.
48 with your free hits. Ah, no, wow.
And 26 on the bench.
26 on the
Points
bench.
on the bench. Wow.
Well done, sir.
Just play a bench boost, bro.
Which boost did you? What did you not use?
I used 2 chips at the same time.
I mean,
So you wanted to use bamboo?
He's like a 12-point seat and use a bench boost, really.
Let's
But
just
anyway,
say,
it's
let's
still-
just say that was a free hit, not well used.
yeah.
You know, because Oganla without the free hit got higher than you. So shit, you know that.
As per normal. As per
You know, as per
normal.
normal. That's how it goes here now. So, you know, then we have a big game, Chelsea Man U.
Is that still a big game?
Hey, hey.
What do you mean?
I think
I'm not CEO.
What do you mean?
CEO.
Jokes
by
aside.
history is still big.
What do you
know
mean?
they
Jokes
will.
aside.
But Man U assets.
I'm wearing the Man City shirt today, by the way.
I mean,
Man U assets. Rashford was looking like the next thing, but I
So the thing about it, I look at that Man U
Mm.
assets are tricky. I looked at Anthony.
Anthony, yeah.
You know, he looked like, but then, like they said, he's the cuts. You know, he needs to do more in the Premier League.
Yeah,
They don't
the
see that
cutting,
in double cuts.
yeah.
But even like
But he's
the
going
last
to
game,
score.
he struck
He
the
hit
post.
outside
Yeah.
woodwork.
See, his shots are pure and true. So he's one of those guys that I've been looking at it at around 8 point something, you know, player that, you know, that can make
Like
a
a-
difference.
like a
And Man U
Bowen.
seem to be balling.
Yeah.
But then what do you think about that match? What's your own, you know, insights? What's your tips? that we should
First
be
off, Rhys James is out. I have Mount in my team, and I'm still going to keep him. I feel like,
Yeah, Potter
Mount.
is giving him more freedom.
yeah,
having?
Mount.
You hope he calms. No, don't worry.
I feel like a Mount would cause Mayu some injuries and pains. Yeah,
Injury.
you know what I mean. Like,
I get you.
get
But
me,
injury,
yeah.
yeah, a very violent guy.
Yeah, I don't really like Mayu. Anyways, yeah, and also, I mean, Mayu, they've been quite consistent, especially when Varane and Moses Martinez pairs, you know, and Dallo on the flank has
Yeah.
been brilliant.
Yeah, he's been
Also,
playing
been
well.
very
He's
stable.
not
Even
assist
Shaw
yet,
coming
sir,
back
but
is
he's
Yeah,
looking
even
well.
sure. Yeah, they've
What
held
about
it down.
your player, Alba? I mean, sometimes the manager
I
will
mean,
start
like,
him.
so
find
so
bench.
See,
I don't
Chelsea
really
assets are even
honestly, like I
tricky.
said,
Mm.
Mounts. I only called Mount because
Yeah.
he seems like the only sure person that would start.
And Silva.
And Silva, you get me? I don't
yeah,
want to waste.
clean
Even
sheets.
Koulibaly is back on the
What's,
bench.
what do you think is how far away from Man U are you quality wise?
Far away from Man U. Well, I mean, with the likes of Casemiro, with the likes of Eriksen, Fred is on
Ronaldo.
form. You know, they have a new kid, Anthony. I mean, Ronaldo is not really. I don't know what the
Ronaldo has walked out of the
Ronaldo
stadium.
is Ronaldo.
He's walked out of the stadium.
You get, I mean, it's going to be hard for a Chelsea defense, but I feel like we're home.
you
Graham
guys have
Potter has
Oba.
been brilliant also.
Ronaldo for next game.
I feel
No, he's
feel
not.
like-
He's out.
not-
He's out.
I
He's
feel
out.
like
He's been dropped.
we're going to shock Mayu actually. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
who's the home?
Chelsea's home.
Chelsea's
It's
home.
Stamford Bridge, so yeah.
They've never really been done well at home. You seem Chelsea is a very good away side, so it's yet to see.
Yeah, that's why I said
you know where we'll
that's
come.
why, that's why I said this next game fixtures we're gonna shock Mayu actually, yeah.
You regard this is the very first test for Graham Potter.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Okay, because
get that.
yeah, just 1 point above Man U, right? And in Man U's head, they've had like
poor start.
It says Man U's head.
Yeah. The poor start to the season, but that's not the same way you think. Not the same way Chelsea thinks. And to think that you're a par, literally.
Yeah, like we've also had, you know, setbacks.
And then Man U has they can lay claim to beating like big teams.
They've beaten Spurs, they've beaten Liverpool, they've beaten what's this?
Arsenal are big teams, yeah.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah, they beat Arsenal.
yeah. So
they
I'm
beat
just
Arsenal,
saying like even though that match is in Stamford Bridge, what FPL assets would you rather price? The Chelsea FPL assets or the Man U FPL assets?
I already,
I
like
say
I
go
said,
for
I mean,
Mount.
like I said, I'm going with Mount. So
I'll avoid both assets.
I have him, so I'm going to keep him. That's the only reason why I'm even.
I have Mount, and I don't know what I'll do, you know, because, but I'm not sure.
It's
I'm
gonna
not
be a
sure if
shocker.
Mount will play that game because
gonna-
he's that
it's
kind
gonna
of
be a
player that I
shocker.
can really.
I don't see,
If I have Mount, I'll keep him.
I don't see Chelsea scoring a goal. Like I can't see where the channel is coming from.
If Potter is brave enough to play with,
you understand
if Potter is brave enough to play with in 9-9.
We're sticking to, we have all of our teams, so we
All right,
still.
let's do that. Yeah, let's not.
You know,
Yeah.
we have, I mean, so Brentford, Aston Villa. Aston Villa don't seem to be doing really well.
Tony.
I think I'll bring it 2-0. Oscar 2-0.
Tuni seems
Okay.
to be pop up.
I think I'll bring it 2-0.
You know,
I dropped it.
Any
By,
of them.
it dropped slightly.
Aston Villa has been porous.
Valuation yesterday.
Well, yeah.
So you guys bring it.
Aston Villa have been really poor.
No,
you know,
Steven G has to go. I think it's
I think he's clueless at the
Wow,
moment.
you guys should not
No, based on
sack.
facts.
He probably doesn't understand England.
Give out to us.
I thought you were going to say English. I was tripped now.
No, he probably doesn't understand England. He did well in Scotland.
Oscar, go to Scotland and try.
I mean,
You should go to Scotland.
It's Scottish
I think
league.
I
is
think
very
I
good.
I believe
Can't
like even in the
compare.
Premier League, you need to learn. It's like even Silva that we're giving or Potter and things like
Yeah.
that. You know,
They've been there.
they've been there. It took a while for them to even.
But they showed promise.
But let's face facts.
No, remember Brighton's
let's-
first season.
Let's face facts. yeah?
They weren't getting
Let's face facts.
results.
I honestly tell you this, right? Whether it be the national team or the clubs, I still cannot point to an English coach that would do well in the a very good English coach compared to coaches
foreign
from
coaches.
Other countries,
Germany, Spain,
France.
I can't point to. So
Mm.
I think it's just sentiments that we talk about Lampard and we talk about Gerrard
Yeah,
and all of that. You know, I think it's just sentiments that we talk about all of these people.
there's
I'm actually very shocked with Graham Potter. I don't think he would do well in the top 4 team. I don't think an English coach would do well in the top 4
But
team.
looking
to be
at the
honest.
way he transformed Brighton's gameplay, I think he has.
I think he's an
expansive
alright coach.
football and-
I'm
yeah.
waiting to see what Brian Potter will do. But of course, what he did with Brighton, I mean, not a
No,
lot of
I've
people
said
have done
something
that.
there. If they can
And
be
he
as patient-
went through an
if they can be
non-traditional
like
route.
the way the Arsenal hierarchy, the way they treated Arteta, they were patient with him. Fans wanted him out, last season. Me myself, I did that, but they allowed him have his way. When he said he didn't want Alba, Edu and the CEO, they wanted Alba to stay. They're trying to negotiate, but they're like, you know what, I don't want him. So they allowed him to do everything, and we're seeing the results now.
Yeah,
So for
it's
Potter,
really
Chelsea,
working.
they have to really be patient if he's wanting to succeed. Keeping like a 2-3 years plan, allow him to bring his own players, and let's see how it goes.
Just to chip in for this show, just means because sometimes we need to spice it, right? Sometimes we need to spice it. So at the beginning of the season, a lot of people chose their top 4, right? This season, I'm very sure a lot of people will put Man City and right now, I'm very sure a lot of people will put Man City and Arsenal top 4
Yeah.
in no particular order, right? Which other 2 teams do you think will come in? Salvy. That's the reason I'm asking this Graham Potter question and everything.
Spurs and Chelsea.
That brings me to my next topic, which is Newcastle playing Spurs next. And that's a very, very,
that's what
they're
I
doing
think,
really
sure.
well. They're keeping clean sheets.
St.
They're starting
James
to
Park.
score. No, they're playing. No, if it was St. James's Park, I think these points were assured. They're playing in London.
No, see, Spurs and
And-
Newcastle now, you can't separate them. Maybe just keen.
And that's the
That's
thing,
the difference,
and that's
Yeah.
another team that
That's the
I actually
difference.
think will be there or
Oscar,
thereabouts.
what do you think? When you look at this Newcastle team and their form, and you look at Spurs, the only advantage Spurs have over Newcastle, 2 teams rather, Conte and Kane.
And Kane.
That's all. Newcastle just is solid. There's no team in England that will go to St. James's Park and will not work hard throughout 90
Yeah,
minutes.
true that.
It's so happens this season. So
Yeah.
there's nobody at all.
Yeah.
And this guy is shown as a good manager. What's his name again? It was with Bournemouth. It really little investment. I think the highest he spent was 15 million.
So that's the thing. They're actually some good managers, and he's somebody. That's a team that's that's what makes it difficult because you have people like Newcastle that I think will be there or thereabouts.
like top 7.
What?
Top 7.
I don't know.
Probably
I think they'll
European
even push to
spots,
that. They'll be there. So and you also have Manu that seems to be playing really well now. Teg has decided, you know what, they're going to cut my head anyway. So I'm going to make my decisions, and and I think they're starting to find I think they're really solid against Tottenham. So so if I was going to pick, it's going to be really hard. Manu and
I think I'll put Man U above Tottenham.
Of Chelsea.
I'm not.
but I think
Chelsea
Tottenham.
top
I think
14
Tottenham is
all day.
like you said. It's they when you saw this guy complaining about his players and quality, that's usually the beginning of the end when
Yeah.
a manager doesn't think he can compete.
Yeah.
So I think Tottenham will drop. But people will look at me now and say, yeah, whatever, as an Arsenal fan. But I think Tottenham will drop.
I'll let to drop. But
So yeah, I won't necessarily put them there. I think all of us are just putting them there because of the manager. But there's a lot of
they
quality
have the
out
quality
there.
to do that.
Man U's quality and manager is incredible.
I actually think Spurs and Man U will make the top 4.
Okay.
Actually,
Chelsea will make it.
I just think that once Chelsea's going to have a bad patch and they'll be all over the place with the bad patch.
I can't is out for 4 months, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Anyway, I don't think there's any other team that we know. West Ham, Bournemouth, Wolves.
James is out, so yeah.
West Ham, Bournemouth. Bowen for me. Bowen, that's what in West Ham that seems to know what he's doing.
Yeah.
Bowen, Skameka,
Solanke.
And they're keeping clean sheets.
Solanke.
And they're very hard. They're not giving a lot of goals. They are, after giving
No, that one is score me and I score you back. If you try to score me, I'll score you well.
They seem a different side. Arsenal, Southampton. Arsenal seem to keep a lot of clean sheets away from home.
I'll bring back Whites.
They keep a lot of clean sheets away from home, and they're playing in Southampton. So I mean,
I need a tip here. Let me ask you guys. As a football tip,
Prof. Oskie.
Oskie, help me. Do I sell Zaha to bring back Martinelli?
So when you guys are talking about Crystal Palace, right? I'm gonna say a couple of people have Zaha in their teams, and for some reason Zaha keeps surprising me.
Yeah.
Right? But Zaha will never be like the 10 goal or 10 assists.
But this season he has been kind of
I think with Vieira a lot of things will come out.
You just say he's not going to give you 10 goals.
Part of the things this season has just been is literally defeated.
Well.
Yeah. So part of the things I check when I look at players, I look at Crystal Palace, and I sincerely do not see Crystal Palace scoring 2 goals in every game.
Okay.
Right? I don't see that in Crystal Palace, right? And so if I just think Crystal Palace will score 1 goal, that goal is either going to come from Zaha, Eze,
Hudson, Edward,
and all of that. So the gamble is higher with Crystal Palace players. But with Arsenal will probably have
2-3 goals,
lot of chances in the match, right? And everything. And then you'll see it will come from one of the front three, right? So a lot of people, so at the beginning of the season, it was all Martinelli. But I was checking stats and everything, and I'm like, oh, Saka has done very well as well. Saka, Jesus hasn't done better than Saka.
No.
I think they have
Saka
like 5
has the
goals, 4
highest.
assists.
Yeah, Saka has the highest points for Arsenal.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he's coming as a
and
midfielder.
followed by McElhenney.
And he's had 5 goals, 4 assists.
So it's more expensive than Martinelli. It's about 7.9 or thereabouts. So Martinelli is 6.7.
There's not time to sell for the people that have Jesus.
Was that his
Jesus has gone.
pricey also?
8 points.
Yeah, so you can always switch
directly to
Saka.
Right.
So yes, we can go about this every day, but we're gonna have to take a break.
Yeah.
Right back.
All right. And we're back. Final segment of Official Naija FPL. Don't forget to like, follow, share, do all that kind of good stuff, Yeah, and it's here. So yeah, Official Naija FPL. And then I didn't plug the group. We seem to be, we seem to have a lot of good guys on the group, and we need you. You can come here and at the moment now, none of us are doing well if it comes to official. We're all talking like this and throwing bravado, but there are some bad guys in that group and
doing things.
Yeah, but don't worry, we are coming for you. And I said, with all the tips that we'll be telling ourselves. So now let's get to captain choices.
Yeah,
and let's even twist it up a bit. Let's give them a differential, something that you think a player that you think might be good to have.
I won't lie to you guys. I'm not going to. I can't even Haaland. I don't even want to stress myself, and bite my fingers later and say it's just Haaland, man. I'll just stick with Haaland and save myself any stories.
I don't have a choice because the team I have it to be Haaland, apart from Fabinho. But I tried that last game week.
Firmino.
Yeah.
Fabinho.
Oh,
Fabinho. Okay.
So I tried that. No, Firmino. Sorry.
Firmino, yeah.
Sorry. I tried that last game week, and I swear I got confused now. I tried that last game week, and it didn't actually work. So, I'm not sure. They're playing, this thing.
Nottingham Forest.
Nottingham Forest.
I mean, like, if Firmino told...
Do you get? I'm not
Makes a lot
sure.
of
I mean,
sense,
but I would rather have
I'll still think
Salah,
about it.
but
Even
I
I'm here to bring him.
in my
Firmino,
team.
yeah.
So, it's to be. I'll have to make that choice, but it to be Haaland officially, or if I want to do something different with Firmino. But we didn't answer the second choice. Which other player? The second question. Which other player would you have on?
Yeah, Firmino. Yeah, Firmino makes a lot of sense.
No, I was in the other player, like the not in captain choices. Just
Okay, like a
you can bring in
differential?
now. Differential. Some player that's under the radar that people don't not necessarily looking at.
So, I have been looking at Granit Xhaka, and it's quite tricky sometimes.
It's not expensive.
I have Xhaka,
And it's not expensive.
and I'm not really sure it will be.
No,
He will make my
I don't know.
after the wild card. I'm not sure he will still be there. Yeah, like you said, it's tricky. I brought him in. I don't know if I'm giving him enough faith. He's really played him one game week, and then he had the blank. So I'm not giving him one faith. So I'm not really sure what I'll do with Xhaka.
I mean, like, he scored today in Europa, so I mean,
I don't know.
I feel he creates nice chances. He opens up, and he has a lot of opportunities.
I gave it
so
as
I
a
feel
tip here to buy Xhaka a couple of game weeks ago, but it hasn't really necessarily worked for me. I'm not sure, what to do. But yeah, it's good to say Xhaka. Salvy.
So, I've said it before. I'm done with Salah. So, Haaland will be my captain, permanent for now. In terms of, I wish I had bought in Firmino. Mitrovic this game week. If I did, someone that will score. And the ways the manager is playing is forward play. So it's on penalties, a strong lad. The team depends on him for everything good. So if you have Mitrovic, keep him. If you don't have him, you can bring him in.
So, Prof.
Okay, so my captain choice as usual will be differential. I can't even run away from Salah.
The gods, no glory.
With Nottingham Forest. Nottingham Forest seems to be conceding a lot of goals, and I'll go Salah. Haaland will be a lot of people's captain choice, which is also a great captain choice. But they're playing against Brighton, and
a tough game.
Brighton seems to also be is easily a top 6 team, right? Easily, like they've done that well, a top 6 team. So let's look at Haaland. Okay, so Haaland played against Man U and scored a hat-trick. Do you get what I mean? And a lot of people did not captain him in the game because they thought it was a tough match. So again, it might be a mistake not captaining Haaland. But I'll rather the choice of Salah against Nottingham Forest, which I think is easier.
And it's a differential.
Yeah. But my problem with Salah, actually, so it's a gamble I'm taking. My problem with Salah actually is how Liverpool is playing this season. I don't think Klopp has gotten it yet, right? So that guy, Nunez. Yeah, that guy is as stingy as anything.
Is it like
clear chances to
so
pass
like
Salah?
Firmino,
And he's not doing it. You understand?
And he's not converting them either. So.
Yeah, so a lot of times Salah has to depend on who is starting up front for Liverpool. Is Nunez there? Is Firmino there? Is Jota there? Do you understand? Salah understands that gameplay.
Yeah.
So these days you really don't know. Okay, but now it's quite easier because you know that.
And Luis Diaz is out also.
It's Firmino and Darwin. Do you understand? And everything. So
and Elliott sometimes.
And Elliott. So yeah, I'll stick with Salah.
So
so I want to say now, no one thinking about Tuni. Aston Villa. Aston Villa.
Currently the generals currently.
Brentford seem to be a force. They seem to be a really good team, And Aston Villa, I don't know what's going on there.
I think Tuni is not a differential anyway, but when you have captain choices about hierarchy, so Haaland is there, Salah is there, so they might actually come in third or fourth when you look at all the options available. But I was going to say one thing about Oscar's differential captain picks. I remember last season, this is how it started, first half of the season, it wasn't clicking. There at some point, I remember when the second half came, did Cancelo first, back down, all scored, and I think he scored 2 goals that day, a good assist. And everybody's captain is blanked. Salah also. And he just did those like 3 times before, and I'll lead just scored a lot of points. He just played, and now they won the league. So, for differential, it takes a lot of balls. when it comes to captain choice. I've tried it 3 times. I'm my own ball.
So do I?
I'm not shocked. But hey, when it works, it's brilliant. And
so the way I say it is either your bottom or your top.
Okay.
No need for you to be average. Do you get what I mean? So if you don't take the risk, if you're top, then you start to become careful.
You have to play safe.
Yeah, but if you're somewhere in the middle,
and you have to catch up.
And you have to catch up. You have to take the risks. It's only normal because else you just be gaining like 5 points every game.
4 points. Your team is almost similar to those above you, so you can't really catch up. And that's it.
I saw some guy today in this same game week that we just finished. Everybody's averaging for something before the games today was played. And the guy was already on 65 points, and he had Mitrovic captain that hadn't played.
Wow.
And if you look at that team, you'd have seen a lot of differentials in that team.
I remember like some seasons back, like 2 or 3 seasons back, we both captain Jimenez. That was the first season in Wolves. And one of our colleagues then, Diolu, was like, come now, they use jazz for this thing. we just both, we didn't speak to each other. We just did Jimenez captain. And he had a pop, 2 goals, 1 assist. You know, those things happened. And
I've always asked that thing because I mean, I'm relatively new to FPL, one of these veterans here, including them. So I'm only here because I'm producing the show. Nepotism. But yeah, I used to take like anyone else that is new to this, like how do you use jazz? And so, I think
like for me, first off is when you watch football, there's certain things you'd see over time. That's when a player's
visionary
and authority now.
I know. You get me? You just there's certain things you can see, like, literally see that. Oh, okay, this player is going to pop. He's been creating chances for himself. He's been giving 1 or 2 assists, but he's not at the top of his game. But you just know that okay, this game is the game, man. It works that way. And when you follow your instincts, it actually works.
So let me put you on the spot and let's close the show like that. Point on the camera. Tell us who's going to pop next week.
Haaland is going to pop next week.
All right. On that note, it's on that show. I mean, see at the end of that. Anyway, peace, man.
What's up, guys? By the way, save Haaland.